Hello, beautiful beings. Hello, beautiful beings. You have entered the world of intuitive interspecies animal communication. My name is P. Horsley. I'm the UK's busiest, possibly, animal communicator. I've got 18 years professional experience being an animal communicator. 3 published books, courses, a TEDx talk that you can find online, and so much more. So welcome if you are joining me live right now. Let me know where you're tuning in from, whether you have any animals with you. It's always really lovely to see who is engaging in animal communication, intuitive interspecies communication across the world. We are a massively growing community, and it's just so touching, isn't it, that animals are finally being heard and recognized for not just the sentient beings that they are, but that they are able to communicate with us. They are able to have a two-way conversation essentially with us that is based on a universal language which is non-verbal. So it's not about reading an animal's behavior, it's not whispering, it's not the psychology of the animal. It's about an intuitive heart-to-heart connection with another animal where we can ask them anything. We can ask them how they're feeling, we can ask them what's wrong, we can ask them if they're lonely, we can ask them what enrichment they need, how we can help them, why they behave the way that they do, and they can respond, and then we can receive that response. So it's a transference of impressions based on energy, which we are all able to do. We're born with this ability. It's completely innate. And I've made a big commitment to it, but also I've made this big commitment to the animal kingdom and to you as part of the animal kingdom to share what I know and to support anyone else wishing to engage with listening to the animals. Hi Cherry and everyone, Joy in London, Delphina in France, with your mum. Hi mum. We also have Annette in Sweden, Shelley from Bath, Laurel from Toronto in Canada. We have Isabella in Devon, Judy Canada, California, with 2 mini Aussies. And lots of people coming in. Viola from Norway. Welcome everyone. Do say where you are listening from so that we get a feeling. We also from Germany, Frankfurt, Netherlands, New York. Beautiful, beautiful. And do you have any animals with you at the moment? Jude from Italy with Buffy's Bonnie. How are you all doing? In the UK, it is bank holiday. It's beautifully sunny where I am in London. I don't know about the rest of the country, to be honest. We've got Amsterdam here. We've got a female Labrador that you're babysitting. We've got Denmark, Oregon, another Denmark, all over. Thank you so much for tuning into this live. You know, it's so lovely that we're all connected. It's so great to see you all. I'm really excited to be here. It's International Dog Day. Did you know that? International Dog Day. So this is going to be really special for those of you that adore dogs. But it's good for everyone because I'm going to invite you as well into practicing some communication with dogs. So if you don't have a dog in your life, if you don't know dogs at all, this is a great way to get to know dogs a little bit better. I absolutely love sharing space with you. We've even got Ecuador. Anka, hi. Barb's with the Bichon. So if you're new to these Animal Thoughts Lives, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's never too late to join, so please share this with your friends, invite them. It's every Monday. We are going to be exploring teaching on animal communication. There are moments when I'm going to communicate with an animal for you, and that's just when I'm feeling intuitive, I'm feeling that the animal's needing it. And we've already had sessions like that, and this might be one of them, I don't know. It's really intuitively guided, which is how I like to work. The other things that we do during these weekly lives is we enter into the wisdom from essentially a wise council of animals advising humanity, with a species coming forward, or we engage with a species that is receiving awareness across the planet at that time. So, for example, last week was the orangutans, and the week before that was elephants. And in fact, it just so happens that today is International Dog Day, so we can't ignore dogs on International Dog Day. Oh my lord. So we are going to be communicating with dogs today too. So if you have lots of dogs, think about who you might like to connect with. And also you can use this as an opportunity to communicate with dogs who have crossed over, so dogs in spirit as well. It's never too late to ask your friends to join us as well, so do let them know. The other things we're going to be doing is I'm here to answer your questions. We will do sacred ceremony every single time, which I will begin in a moment. There will be meditation at some points, and definitely communication practice, because I really believe that the way that we learn interspecies communication is by getting right into it. It's not a step-by-step method, and it's really just diving down into the heart and engaging, and I guide you in that. So it's like a super fast way. Okay, so, well, people keep joining us. I'm going to try and light my candle. If you have a candle, please, feel free to light yours with me. This is a lotus flower candle in a lotus flower holder. Do you know the meaning of lotus flowers? The spiritual meaning? If you don't, look them up. It's special for me. And this colour is really special for me as well. It's the colour I really resonate with. Okay, everyone, so I invite you to now close your eyes and breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in deeply and slowly. And out. Keep breathing in now slowly through your nose and out through your mouth, using your own natural rhythm of breathing. And try to slow it down a little and breathe into any areas where you might be holding tension. And if your mind tends to wander, just bring it back to focusing on your breath, your in and out breath. Now take your awareness down to your heart and imagine that you're breathing into your heart space and then out of your heart space. And you might like to see that breath as energy coming in and then again going out. You might like to see that breath, that energy as coloured light. Breathing in that breath into your heart and out of your heart. And as you're breathing in, you start to beam out love from your heart on the out breath. Breathing in, breathing out, and beaming love from your heart. And see this love as a bright light that's beaming brighter and brighter in all directions. And join me in having the intention of this love reaching animals who wish to join us in this sacred circle. Any species. And this can include your own animals. You can invite them to join you. And you might start to see animals joining us in circle across Mother Earth. You might be aware of the species. You might have a gut knowing who it is coming closer. And we invite any animal, any species of the animal kingdom who would like to join us in sacred circle as we come together in unconditional love to experience our unity as all members of the animal kingdom and our natural ability to communicate across species, interspecies. And invite your own animals, see if they'd like to join us too, in body or in spirit. You could silently say their name in your mind or say it out loud, verbally. And then, would you like to join me and join all of us in this sacred ceremony as we explore intuitive interspecies communication? And breathing in and breathing out. And we also invite dogs. We might like to invite our own dogs, dogs we've had encounters with, dogs in our country, in other countries, individuals or entire breeds. Dogs, we invite you, anyone who wants to answer this request, if you'd like to join us, please come closer. I've immediately seen a St. Bernard take up my entire third eye vision, who feels male, a huge, very happy boy. And any dogs who are on the street, in war-torn countries, in areas of poverty, in rescues, sanctuaries, shelters, kill shelters. Anywhere on this planet, any dog who'd like to come and join us and connect with our unconditional love, you're invited to come closer now. You are safe and loved, and you have free will and can leave at any time you choose. And deep breath in, deep breath out. And keeping that resonance of that love beaming from your heart. Gently now open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me in that. I invite you now to share with all of us any animals that you feel have come to be with us, this Animal Thoughts Alive. Which species are you seeing? I love the comment about the lion. Lion's mane. I'm feeling much more lion at the moment. Greyhounds in Spain. A chicken came in immediately. Golden retriever. Who else are you sensing? I see the elephants have come and joined us again, and also a Komodo dragon over here. Who else are you sensing? And if you're new to this and you're thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure if I'm getting it, honestly, just relax, don't worry. Come back again in future weeks. Keep joining us and you'll start to sense animals that are with us. We've also got jaguar, eagle and condor. Jan's girl Sky, who's in spirit, has come. Lovely Jan. I'm assuming that Sky is a dog. Laurel's little wiggly beige puppy called Rufus is here. Never too late, Anita, it's always divine timing. Bob's, where's that Gan? Miko and Bo, they're here. Snake and white wolf, elephant, rhino, ostriches and an alligator. Welcome everyone just coming in. Donkey, cheetah, a frightened greyhound which is crouching low on the ground. Past cats and Grandad is also, Grandad's past Alsatians here. Elephant on my right, then all my animals in this lifetime, Darcy. So many beautiful animals are joining us, lots of dogs as well, chow, corgi, dogs in spirit and living. So lovely. Childhood dog, Chico, and your sister's dog, Muffy. Your past cat, Chipid is here. elephants, your cat Mia from Spirit sat on your knee looking at you, penguins, dragonflies, your own dogs, one in spirit, Jippy, Jippy, gotta get that name right. Alright, so many beautiful animals. So just a little disclaimer that I can't help track missing animals during these lives, and I can't diagnose, but I can help you understand what your animals are feeling. I had an interesting communication last week for someone whose dog has got a neural condition which is affecting her ability to walk. The signals are just not going to the back legs now. But it wasn't that she wanted to communicate. What she really wanted to communicate was, in fact, she pictured it to me. So when I'm saying she pictured it to me, I'm suddenly seeing her body and getting my vision, my eyes are taken to a certain area of her body as she wanted to show me that part, which was 2 to 3 vertebrae up from the base of the tail. And she showed it as bright red colour, which to me, we all can develop a toolkit, and red for me is a colour that I associate with pain, and I've learnt that over the years of communicating with animals, that all different colours represent different things. And then I heard her in my mind as this thought form, so it sounds just like my inner voice, where she said acute. And I thought, okay, that's completely different to what your guardian feels that you, the problem that you have, the problem that the vet has diagnosed. And of course, this is what can happen, is that there can often be a couple of different concerns with the physical body, but because one is more dominant, something else can get overlooked. And I'm really grateful to this guardian because she went to a different vet for a second opinion. Not that because she didn't like her first vet, she loved her first vet, but she knew that her first vet didn't feel there was any issue there. So she went to a second vet and she had x-rays done of this area of the body, and it turns out that that communication was really accurate, and it was exactly that point that the dog showed me during communication, and it was acute pain. But the fantastic thing now is that she is on the painkillers that can help her with this concern that she has. She's on the correct painkillers, which means that she's not going to be feeling this incredible acute pain that she has been having. Because animals can hide the pain sometimes, and we know that as guardians of animals, that they can disguise it. And that was a communication I did for somebody in Australia. So this is really, it's not just non-verbal in the sense of animals don't talk back to us like we speak in our language that we understand. It's also non-local. So we can communicate with dogs in other countries during our session together, and they can communicate back with us. And the way that we receive that communication is very much, it's very personal, you know, because it depends on which pathways are the most developed for us. It depends on whether we are also someone that trusts our instincts, our gut feelings, our intuition, and therefore it might be a bit easier to trust the communication, or maybe we don't trust that, and there can be loads of different reasons why that's so. Often they stem from childhood and experiences and social conditioning. But if we can trust our intuition and our instincts, then sometimes we find that the communication comes to us a little bit easier. Because it's about trusting ourselves and really using instead of using the internet, we're using our inner sense, which I love. We're using our inner sense to sense, our inner intuition to understand what an animal is communicating. I wanted to share something with you all, which I think also ties into what I was just saying, and it was something that I've been thinking about sharing, and I'm pretty sure I haven't yet, but I've had it here, and this is when I feel like I really want to share it with you. And it's about the human body, because often it's how we view ourselves, and we put limitations on ourselves instead of the animals. Because you're all here, I imagine, because you know that your animals are sentient beings. You know that they have feelings and they have thoughts and they have complex relationships. They have things that they like, they don't like, and they have anxieties or emotions that often display as behaviors that may not fit into human expectations. We know that, but what we're often not aware of is us and our incredible ability. So I wanted to share this with you. The human body is an intricate composition of 84 minerals, 23 elements, and approximately 60% water, distributed across around 38 trillion cells. These fundamental components sourced from the earth are assembled according to the complex genetic instructions encoded in our DNA. This DNA, coiled into a double helix, is so precise that even the smallest components, like sperm, carry this crucial genetic blueprint. Our existence is a remarkable testament to the recycling of matter. The elements within us once formed butterflies, plants, rocks, streams, firewood, wolf skins, and shark teeth. These materials have been continuously broken down and reformed into the complex, sophisticated organisms that we are today. So we do not simply inhabit the earth, we are profoundly connected to it. Every part of us is a fragment of the natural world, which is a testament to the cyclical nature of life. We are recycled. We are parts of nature, ergo we are nature. So let us really cherish and respect our absolutely intrinsic bond with Mother Earth, and recognizing our role as an integral part of her. We are nature. That is what this means. We are nature. And we are dogs, and we are elephants and rhinos and Komodo dragons and ferns and daffodils and redwoods and grass and mosquitoes and you name it, we're it. And I love that. And I think it's a really good reminder to acknowledge that we are not separate from nature. We are part of nature. We are nature. So therefore, doesn't it make sense that we can communicate with other animals and other nature beings because we are them and they are us? What do you think? Agree? Disagree? Give me a love heart if you agree. Let us know. Okay. I will take a little sip of water for a minute. I love that somebody on Instagram I just read a quote that said, the trees, the dirt, etc. know our soul because we are made of all of them. Exactly. That's what we are talking about. Okay. Loving your love hearts. Beautiful. Resonates. Makes so much sense. Profoundly logical. Delphina has a deer that's just showed up in front of her window. Of course you do, Delphina. Oh, so much love for your deer. And Andrea says, there is a Buddhist saying that every being has been our mother, and we have been mother to every being. Mm. Mm-hmm. And Ronja on Instagram thinks my hair reminds her of an eagle feather. My hair is, it's a lion, it's an eagle. I wonder what else we're going to pull out of my hair before the end of our session. All right, everybody, let us communicate with our canine friends. And okay. So think of a dog you'd like to communicate with, and if you don't have a dog of your own or a dog that comes to mind, in body or in spirit, can I invite you, even though you might say I'm not really a dog person, can I invite you to communicate with dogs anyway? Because this is a day dedicated to raising awareness of them. And it would be really lovely if we connect with any dogs. So it could be greyhounds that have been used for sport, gambling. It could be dogs in Romania. It could be dogs in Greece, Cyprus. Any dog that you feel that you'd like to reach out to. Maybe you've been to an animal rescue and you've seen dogs, so you'd like to reach out to them. It would be really lovely to be able to share love with them, for them to be heard if they wish to be, and to acknowledge them and our connection with them. There has been there's been a study in Finland which says that out of this study of 14,000 dogs, which is one of the largest studies in the world, unwanted behavior occurred in 73% of the dogs, such as noise sensitivity and compulsive behavior, aggressiveness, separation anxiety, fearfulness, fear of surfaces and heights were very common traits. And I wonder if that is increasing, and if that's increasing for a reason, and whether this is just another sign. I mean, 73%, that's huge out of 14,000 dogs. Unwanted behavior is what they call unwanted behavior. It would be really good to ask dogs about this. Unwanted behaviors, of course, is a human perspective. It might be that some of the behaviors dogs are expressing makes complete sense to them, and is how they are wishing to communicate what they are feeling. So it would be really good to have a bit of a dive into this. Okay, everybody, so have a piece of paper next to you. If it's handy, and a pen, you might just like to write down some of this communication. What did I do with my pen? Let me go get it. Hang on. Okay. Because I like to write it down, because then I don't have to keep attachment to it, and I don't have to worry about remembering it. So it flows much easier. All right. So close your eyes, have your feet on the floor. Really be aware of your connection with Mother Earth beneath your feet, and breathe in deeply and breathe out deeply. breathing in with all of your focus on your breath and breathing out. Continue to breathe, bringing your attention to this present moment, the present moment. With the intention of being open and neutral and curious like a child, with a curiosity to understand better. And drop your awareness now down into your heart and connect with your love for this particular dog you're thinking of, or the dog you intend to connect with, or the breed of dog you wish to connect with. And feeling all of your love for them, your respect, reverence. And beam now some of your love from your heart across to them, using your intention. They do not need to be beside you. You do not need to be able to see them. You're using your intention to send love from your heart to the dog or breed of dogs you wish to connect with, or the dogs in the rescue shelter, or living on the street. And it can be one dog or many dogs. And then I want you to introduce yourself, say your name, and that you would welcome space to connect with them, communicate, and understand them better. My name is P, and I come to you with unconditional love and curiosity, with an open mind. And ask them, how are you feeling in this moment? How are you feeling in this moment? Be open and receptive to any impression you might receive. You might feel an emotion, have a gut feeling, a gut knowing. They might show you something as an image that you'll see with your mind's eye, just like those pictures you see when you're dreaming. You might hear a thought form with your own inner voice. Is there anything you would like to communicate to me? Is there anything you'd like to communicate to me? How may I help you? How may I help you? And I invite you now, the human, to gift something to the dog, or to the breeder dogs, or the dog in the rescue shelter, or on the streets. Think of something you can gift and picture it, if that's relevant. Feel the emotion. Maybe you want to reach out and give healing to the dog, or play with them joyfully, or walk in the forest with them. Gift something to this dog. What is your gift to them? There's also a small dog here, a small black dog, pure black, who looks a bit like a Scottie. Male. Wishes to be heard. Do not worry so much, I am all right. I'm all right. And he feels like he's quite serious, but he can also be fun. He's an interesting dog. He's steady, very aware, feels old soul, standing very solid. And he's come here for someone listening to this. And breathing in and breathing out. Finishing your communication with whoever you were connected with. Thanking them. Ending by sharing love to them. Bringing your focus back to your breath. Wherever you're sat, and then open your eyes. And I invite you to put your experience, or even just a part of it, into the comments so that we can see. So the questions were, how are you feeling in this moment? Is there anything you'd like to communicate to me? How might I help you? And then there was the opportunity for you to give something to them. So how are you feeling in this moment? Anything you'd like to communicate to me? How may I help you? And then your gift. So I decided actually I would communicate with the dogs in Gaza, and what I received was, and a particular brown dog came forward to communicate on behalf of the other dogs. We're feeling scared, hungry, desperate. I asked him, is there anything you'd like to communicate to me? And he said, I love my life. I wish to live. This is pointless, endless, harmful for all kind. I asked, how may I help you? And he said, beam love to me, us, each and every day. And then my gift to them was that I flooded them with white light and my love and a promise that I will keep connecting with them and sharing space with them with unconditional love. Sometimes I decide to do the harder thing because it's not everybody can, I understand, and I know that about myself, that I can manage my emotions, even though I'm connecting with animals that are deeply traumatized and frightened. So it's not for everyone. Don't worry that you didn't do something like that. But I would love to hear who you did communicate with, especially if they're your own animals as well. So Britt, you were connecting with Spanish Greyhounds. You were also feeling that it was sad. And how to help spread a gift you would love. Delphina saw a Rottweiler called Utah, who was the dog of someone she was living with, licking her face, and then another Rottweiler, Myra, and you felt sad and happy at the same time. They're both in spirit. They love reconnecting with me, but they feel sad about their species. Not that they want to be made victim at all, but they say, our species is done with being made out as dangerous, vicious and vile. We are each our own individualities, not only the guard dog who barks and bites. We are sentient beings and each has their own energies that are suited for their purpose. We are not aggressive by nature. We are kind and caring mothers for our pups. We are love bringers. Just because we have a reputation put on us by humans does not mean this is true for all of us. Same as your species, just as one of you condemns another for being a certain way, does not state this as truth. This must stop. We want our names cleared. The gift is that even when I learned animal communication years later, it is never too late to reconnect with the ones we knew before that time. Perfect, Delphina. That's so lovely. Thank you so much for sharing. Caroline said she sat next to her 15-year-old Galco, who's called Doody. He feels tired and confused at times. He told me he doesn't like this getting old and misses his younger self. He just wants me to keep loving him. Great communication, Caroline. I'm so glad that you had that with Doody. I don't think any of us like getting older, actually. I remember Morgan said that it really sucks getting older. He didn't like it. Okay. Kat says her husband's dog in spirit's feeling happy. He loves to run and roll on the ground. Had a message from my husband and much love. Oh, lovely. So do pass that on. Judy connected with her first family dog as a child, who's called Penny, who's a cockapoo. She's feeling content. She said, don't be so suspicious. You are doing this easily and lovingly. And the gift was you decided to spend time and roam together in the forest near our neighborhood and then cuddled. Nice. So nice. Black Moon on Instagram connected with the street dogs who said they were hungry and insecure. Their message, despite being mistreated, they cannot help but love humans. They just asked for a little bit of kindness in return, and you gave them warm hugs as a gift. So good. You should be very, very reassured that you're communicating so well. Anita, thank you. She's sending much love and light to all the dogs in Gaza. Barbara connected with the retired racing greyhounds but zoomed in on one who was crated. She merged with him and was feeling caged, ignored, neglected. And the message from him was, I want to feel loved and needed. I want to run. Barb connected with her dog Bo, who's passed over, and the message was, love is the key. Darcy said, at first I was trying to communicate with my corgi, Emmy, but before I got anywhere with that, I felt a dog in the rescue building. In the rescue building I used to work at, felt stressed. The stress of the world is having its effects on animals and contributing to their reactions on many levels. I really feel that. I feel that the energy of Mother Earth, there's kind of two, isn't there? There's the energy of Mother Earth that is quite frantic and quite fast, and I'm trying to think of the right word to share with you. And the word that keeps coming to me actually is manufactured. And then there's the other energy that is really grounded and peaceful and secure and loving and natural and neutral. And this energy of grounded and love is the one that we need to beam out to all the animals who are struggling with the other frantic energy, the disharmony, the dis-ease. And it helps all animals, of course. It helps human animals as well. I think that one thing that we can do ourselves each and every day is to be aware of how we are vibrating, how we are feeling, what we're putting out into the world, and to ground as much as possible. I really like putting my feet on the grass, on the earth, even when it's cold, even when it's wet. Just taking a few minutes to ground and to remember that deep connection with earth energy, which is peaceful. And then I'm in a better place to then emit that and emit love out to the world, and to be resonating with that frequency rather than the disharmony and the fractured and the one that causes so much disease for other people and for the planet. Okay, who else? Jill, you said you focused on asking my dog in spirit, Jeffrey, what he thought about the Finnish study. Oh, good question. I saw him in a beautiful nature setting with a gathering of wise dogs in spirit. He shared this study is about bringing a return to listening to dogs and all animals as kin, not expect them to be as us humans wish them to be. A shift. That is so brilliant. Well done, Jill. Love that. Share that widely, everyone. Sheila said we're often so misunderstood, as we are often put here to do a job and not allowed to do this. Put here to do a job by their soul. This often leads to misunderstandings as we're not naughty, just bored or underused. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Laurel said she had this communication from all dogs. We are strong because we are the truth of love. And then a nervous beagle came in and said, stop experimenting on us, you already know. And Laurel's gift was by offering love, and for the humans that need to be aware of the pain inflicted to actually feel that, so to open their mindset and see the value of respecting dogs and all animals. Yeah. And Judy Keller suggested just watch the Earthing movie. A must watch for Granny. I love the Earthing movie. I often suggest that. That's the one, Judy, isn't it? That's like really kind of poor quality. It's not a high budget movie. It's a documentary, and it starts with this man who lies on snow, and then this ripple effect means that people in his village, I think it is, who start to do the grounding as well, start to recover from illnesses and long-term, lifelong conditions that they're told will never get better. And there was even one person in a wheelchair that was told that he would never walk again. And he kept doing the grounding technique, and he got out of that wheelchair and he walked. That's how strong it is. But I think that's the one that you mean, Judy, isn't it? The Earthing movie. Judy, put the link in the comments if you can. And if not, I'll definitely add it in, and I'll put it into Instagram as well. Beautiful. This has been a very lovely session where we have been with the dogs and the other animals that came to support us. Let us close this ceremony now. Yeah, we'll definitely put the link in, don't worry. So everybody join me, breathing in and breathing out. Sharing our gratitude, I'm sharing my gratitude to my own dogs in physical body, Grace, and in spirit, Morgan and Bodhi. To all the animals I've come across, to all the ones I haven't met yet, to all the animals of Gaza, all the dogs in animal rescues, shelters, kill shelters, those on the street, all animals everywhere who need to feel loved and special in this moment. Our love reaches you. We surround you in our love. We respect you as the individual you are. We love you, we love you, we love you. Much love to all canines on this planet, and to all animals joining us, supporting this session, and to the entire animal kingdom. We honor you, we love you, we respect you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathing in, breathing out. Thank you so much, everyone. Beautiful sharing. Thank you so much for being here, being part of this great community of people coming together and linking up across the planet, these pathways of light and love, this grid that we're creating across planet Earth, activating high vibrational love and joy for each other, for the animals, and for Mother Nature, to all beings. If you are interested in being a part of my community, then do jump onto the wait list for my Pride, the Pride membership. Doors are opening in October. It would be fantastic if you were to come in. We meet every month to communicate with the different species of the animal kingdom. And there are a lot of conversations and lessons and sound healings and an awful lot to dive into for your heart and for your soul, and with intuitive interspecies communication, as much or as little as you like. And it's a community of fantastic people who are absolutely amazing. They all come with their own gifts. Some of them are here, and I would love you to join us as well. We'll put the link into the feed for you, and it'd be lovely if you jumped on that wait list, and then we can let you know when the doors open and hopefully invite you in. So enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a peaceful week. You will be looking at dogs differently now, and they will be seeing you differently. You'll have this big beam of light coming out of your crown chakra, beaming out of your heart. So do acknowledge each other in some way. Much love to you, and I'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Thank you so much, everyone.